Good morning, fifth graders. It's Miss Munoz for math today. Okay, remember our colors. Green, go with me. Make sure everything that I have written, you have written. And red, you're just going to stop and watch. Okay, today we are skipping lesson 8 and going straight to lesson 9. It should be on page 49 in your student journal. So 49 in your student journal. You're going to guess what our goal is today. Ready? Today it's been saying practice. I'm hoping today's our day 4. I'm hoping today I will master 2 formulas to find volume. Our goal is that hopefully we're getting closer to mastering. Now, of course, if you don't reach it today, that's okay. We'll keep practicing. But hopefully we're getting closer and closer every day. Okay, our vocabulary, they added some stuff. We're not going to really worry too much about it because we've been practicing this and we should know what our volume is and our unit cubes. Okay. Remember our steps, we haven't been using theirs. We've been focusing on our steps, which is our 2 formulas. So our 2 formulas are volume equals length times width times height, and volume equals base times height. So we're just going to continue what we've been doing and get better and better every day. Okay, we are going to notice our problems are going to get a little trickier though since it's day 4. All right, turning our book. Here is my first problem in red, so you can put your pencil down and just watch. Okay, find the volume of a rectangular prism that has the length of 12 centimeters, a width of 3 centimeters, and a height of 4 centimeters. Okay. So then it says sketch the rectangular prism to help conceptualize the information given. Conceptualize means to picture. I'm going to be honest. I think most people have a really hard time sketching rectangular prisms. So if that's something that you think is going to help you, you may do it. But if you think that's going to just be harder for you, you're welcome to cross that off. So I'm going to actually cross that off. Okay. Because I actually don't think I need it. I think that they gave me enough information to use my formulas. So my first formula is length times width times height. And they gave me that. They told me the length is 12. They told me my width is 3. And they told me my height is 4. Okay, so I know that 12 times 3 is 36 times 4. Okay, I cannot do that in my head, so I'm going to come up here and find some scratch surface area. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 4, so 144. Okay, what I see is that my measurement this time was centimeters, and remember, volume is always cubed. Okay, on my next formula, I have volume equals base times height. Okay, now I know the height is 4. This time it might be a little tricky, but the base would be the bottom where I multiply length times width, because remember area is length times width, and the base is finding the area of the base or the area of the bottom. So I can multiply the length and the width and get 36. And I'm getting my same answer. So 144, maybe we'll write it out, centimeters cubed. Okay, let's try another one. This time I have looks like a skinny, tall prism. So my formula is volume equals length times width times height. It looks like my length is here, 13. My width is 2, and my very tall height is 15. So I get 26 times 15. Wow, it's the first time I've seen a double digit here. I'm really going to need some space to work this out because that cannot happen in my head. So let's see, what is 26 times 15? I needed more space. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Put my placeholder. 1 times 6 is 6, and 1 times 2 is 2. Oh my gosh, I really needed space. I'm getting 390. 390. Okay, and my measurement this time is inches, and volume is always cubed. Okay, let's try our other formula. Volume equals base times height. So base is the area of that bottom, which is 13 times 2 is 26 times 15. And thank gosh I already solved that. I don't have to do it again. So it is 390, and maybe I could say like cubic inches. So as long as I have my measurement and something cubed. Okay, please turn your book now to page 50, and let's do some of these together. So it says, find the volume of a rectangular prism that has the length of 21 feet, width of 2 feet, and height of 9 feet. Now, just like I said before, I think sketching a prism is really hard for most people. I don't think that that's going to help us, so I'm going to say no. Okay, ready? My first formula, volume equals length times width times height. Hopefully we're starting to memorize these formulas. So my length is 21, my width is 2, and my height is 9. So 21 times 2 is 42 times 9. Okay, I can't do that in my head either, so let's do some scratch work. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 4 is 36, plus 1 is 37. So 378. Measurement is 50 feet and cubed. Okay, let's try our next one. Volume equals base times height. Now this one's hard because we can't really picture the base, but like I did, I know the height is 9, and the base is area equals length times width. So base is I'm finding the area of the bottom, so length and width. So it's 21 times 2, which is 42. And we already found our answer to be 378, and we could say maybe cubic feet for this one, if I want. Okay, let's try one more together, so I'm going to move the chair. Okay, this time we're going to say we have our first one, length times width times height. Wow, they gave us some really large numbers here. 80 times 70 times 90. So I wonder how many of you learned the trick about the zeros, because that's going to really help us here. 80 times 70, I could do 8 times 7 is 56, and then add my 2 zeros. So 80 times 70 is 5,600 times 90. Okay, I cannot do that in my head. So I could say 56 times 9, but even that I can't do in my head. So maybe find some scratch paper. I'll do it down here. 56 times 9. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 5 is 45, plus 5 is 50. So I'm getting 504. Okay, so we know it's 504, but that was 56 times 9. I have 3 zeros to add. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, that's a huge number. That is 504,000. 504,000. Okay, and our measurement is M, which stands for meters. So we could maybe say meters cubed. Okay, for this one, we're going to do our volume equals base times height. Remember, base is the bottom, the area of this bottom, which is 80 times 70. So 8 times 7 is 56, and our 2 zeros gives us 5,600. Okay, and we already solved this. We said 56 times 9 was 504, but then I had 1, 2, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 zeros. So I'm getting 504,000 meters cubed. So this lesson definitely got more challenging because they were using much larger numbers than we've seen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I do want you to try these. You have 1, 2, and 3 pages, quite a bit. Try and do your different formulas as well. I know it's quite a bit today. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you tomorrow.